Christ is risen. Truly, he is risen. Welcome back to Seek His Kingdom. Today, we will talk about the third week of our journey of the Holy 50 Days, the Living Water Thirst. It's relentless, it gnaws at you, dries you out, weakens your body. But there is a thirst far worse than the one water can quench, a thirst of the soul, a thirst that no amount of success, pleasure, or approval can ever satisfy. And today, we meet someone who knew that thirst all too well. A woman, alone, carrying a heavy jar to a well, under the scorching midday sun. She thought she was just coming to draw water. She had no idea she was about to meet the one who could quench her thirst forever. The lonely walk to the well. She comes at noon, not in the morning when the other women of the town would gather, not in the evening when the sun had cooled. She comes when no one else is around, because she doesn't want to be seen. She has a past, a reputation, and in a town where everyone knows everyone's business, she is the whispered about woman, the one who walks with her head down, avoiding their stares. And yet today, someone is waiting for her, a man, sitting by the well, a Jew. And as she approaches, he speaks. "Give me a drink." John 4:7. She stops, shocked, because Jews don't talk to Samaritans, not in public, not at all, and certainly not to a woman like her. How is it that you, being a Jew, ask a drink from me, a Samaritan woman? John 4:9. But he isn't interested in social divisions. He isn't interested in what the world thinks of her. He is interested in her soul. And so he answers, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is who says to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." John 4:10. The water that satisfies. She is confused. "Sir, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Where then do you get that living water?" John 4:11. She is thinking of earthly water. She is thinking of buckets and wells and the exhausting daily task of drawing water. And then, our Lord Jesus Christ says something that changes everything. "Whoever drinks of this water will thirst again, but whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him will never thirst." John 4:13-14. Never thirst. Can you imagine? A satisfaction so deep, so complete, that the longing is gone forever? She doesn't fully understand. But she knows one thing. She is tired of coming to this well. She is tired of thirsting. "Sir, give me this water, that I may not thirst, nor come here to draw." John 4:15. But before he can give her the living water, there is something he must address first. The hidden wounds. "Go, call your husband, and come here." John 4:16. She freezes, her past, her shame, the very thing she came to the well to avoid. "I have no husband." John 4:17. A half-truth, a way to hide. But he sees her, really sees her. "You have well said, 'I have no husband,' for you have had 5 husbands, and the one whom you now have is not your husband." John 4:17-18. No accusation, no condemnation, just truth spoken with love. Because before she can receive living water, she must first acknowledge her thirst. She changes the subject, tries to turn the conversation into a theological debate. But he gently brings it back to what truly matters. The hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. John 4:23. Spirit and truth. Not just rituals, not just words, but a heart fully open to God. And then she speaks of the Messiah, the one who will come, the one who will reveal all things. And our Lord Jesus Christ looks at her and says, "I who speak to you am he." John 4:26. For the first time in the gospel, he reveals himself as the Christ, and he chooses her, not a scholar, not a priest, not a Pharisee, but a broken woman at a well, because he does not look at the past. he looks at the heart that is ready to receive him. A soul overflowing. And now, something incredible happens. She forgets her water jar, the very thing she came for, because she has found something greater. She runs into the city, the same city she had once avoided, and cries out, "Come, see a man who told me all things that I ever did. Could this be the Christ?" John 4:29. The woman who once hid from people now calls them to him. She came thirsty. She leaves overflowing. Because when you drink from the living water, you don't just receive, you pour out. Are you still thirsty? What about you? Are you still thirsting? Still searching? Still trying to fill the emptiness inside with things that never last? The well of the world will always leave you dry. But there is a fountain, a wellspring of life, and it is not in a place, it is in a person. Whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him will never thirst. The journey continues. But water alone is not enough. A soul that drinks must also see. Because next Sunday, we will encounter the one who is not only the living water, but also the light of the world. And without him, we remain blind. Next Sunday, the light of the world.